over social media and your health. The learning target for today is you guys can research and demonstrate how sharing or posting information electronically can or has negatively impacted the mental/emotional health, social health, and or safety of self or others. Alright, so today's agenda, we're going to be doing a bell ringer. Then we're going to be going over some mental health definitions. We're going to be doing a mental health crossword, and then we're going to be going over a phone assessment, or assignment.
Pardon the interruption. I need the following students to please go to Ms. White's room at this time. Riley Mundy, Tessa Baldock, Tori Montgomery, Braden Bomer, and Cadence Hack.
Alright, so here's your guys' bell ringer. You guys have 3 questions. It is, can social media have a positive influence along with negative influence, and explain why? Can social media affect your mental health even if you don't have social media? Again, explain why. And is addiction to social media real? And explain your reasoning. You guys will have a few minutes to do that.
You should just speak to Clapton. That's a lot better.
Teachers and students, pardon the interruption, please. All after-school sports activities and practices have been canceled for today. All after-school sports activities and practices have been canceled. Kuna workshop has been canceled. Sydney Probst to the office. Kyra Sheen to the office.
I didn't write a thing besides my name.
Alright, as you guys are going over that, I'm going to be passing out your notes for today. Alright, so can social media have a positive influence along with a negative influence? What do you guys think?
Yes.
Any reason? Any explanation?
Because there's good things on the internet and bad things.
Can social media affect your mental health even if you don't have social media?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah. Yeah, any, like,
People bully you for nothing.
You can post a picture and people will say all this and that, and it will push your ego down, and also that can cause depression and also suicidal thoughts.
alright, and then, do you guys think that addiction to social media is real?
Yes.
Yeah. Are a lot of people in today's day and age addicted to social media?
You can stay so you can be on there for 3 minutes, but you're on there for 3 hours.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so, again, there's your guys' learning target and everything. Researchers demonstrate how sharing or posting information electronically can or has negatively impacted the mental, emotional health, social health, and safety of self or others. Alright, so what are some consequences of posting on social media? Bullying. What about, like, if you post on social media and it doesn't get as many likes as you thought it should? Like, you thought that was funny, that should have gotten a lot more likes. Does it make you, like, feel bad? Kinda, like, determines how you feel about yourself?
It's just too lazy to look at it.
Yeah. Alright. You got any other consequences besides bullying? No? Alright.
Too many people.
So, this is where our notes are starting. Social media can have a huge impact. The most active demographic on social media is 18 to 24-year-olds. These are also the demographic with the most depression, anxiety, and stress. Don't forget to fill in the blanks. How many reasons it is.
You know how much God actually how stressed and all that pretty much
Yeah.
is basically me.
Yeah.
Right now.
And it's caused a lot because of cyberbullying. So fear of missing out. You guys have heard of like FOMO? Like you don't want to be left out of things.
Yeah.
Like if you see on social media that your friends are all hanging out, you're like, what the heck? Why am I not there?
What friends are we talking about?
The amount of likes on posts determining what you feel your worth is. So there's a thing called social currency. Where you basically, if you think about it like money, like if you put a like on something, it's like, I think that that's good. Stuff like that. So sometimes people will, if a post does not get as many likes as they thought it should, they don't feel like their worth is as valuable as they thought before. And then comparing yourself to your life to someone's highlight reel. So like, you don't really see people like posting like, oh, got into a car accident, or you see people just saying that they got into a car accident, but you don't see like,
Yay.
stubbed my toe today,
Yay.
tripped over the baby blanket or the toys. You don't see that stuff. You see
And I was
like, I went to Cabo, I went to Gatlinburg, things like that.
Pablo.
It's a place in Mexico.
I don't want to go there.
Do you guys have all those?
I don't understand. Like what was we supposed to write on that?
So then, cyberbullying, and that's the last one. That one. Do you have them? Alright, yeah. So just cyberbullying. Let me know when you guys get that.
Any sixth grade student that has not had lunch, go at this time. Sixth grade only.
You guys good?
That's my pick.
Alright, you guys good? Alright, so the next part, disorders. So we talked about some at the first question about how like anxiety, things like that. So other things are like emotional disorder. So it's a psychological disorder characterized primarily by maladjusted emotional reactions. Make sure you guys are writing these down. So, emotional disorder, and then reactions. Mental disorder is the disorder of thinking, feeling, and behaving. Eating disorder is unhealthy patterns of eating. This could be anorexia, bulimia,
If I had that, I wouldn't.
Overeating. undereating, things like that. Bipolar disorder, mood disorder with marked changes in mood. And then depression is a mood disorder characterized by low irritable mood. Alright, so thinking, feeling, and behaving. And then eating pattern. So this is behaving. And then the pattern for eating disorder.
Any student who borrowed a Chromebook from the library, you need to return that at this time. Any student who has borrowed a Chromebook from the library this morning needs to return it at this time. Thank you.
What?
Mark. M-A-R-K-E-D.
And then what else?
And then low? Yeah, low. You guys got them?
Sure. Is this all we gotta do?
Alright, so continuing. Another disorder is anxiety, which is fearful anticipation, an unpleasant feeling. So unpleasant is the word missing from your guys's.
So.
Unpleasant, so fearful anticipation, unpleasant feeling. Distress is feeling of being overwhelmed or unable to cope, and overwhelmed
What was the other one?
unpleasant, right up here. So then, and then overwhelmed is the one missing from your guys's.
At this time, 7th and 8th grade students, you need to go to your 5th period. 7th and 8th grade students need to go to 5th period.
Alright, so then post-traumatic stress disorder, aka PTSD, which is one of your guys' blanks for that one. Disorder that develops in some people who have experienced shocking, scary, or dangerous events. An event is your guys' blank, second blank.
And what else do we do?
Event. Right there. You guys got them? Alright, so, again, your guys' learning target, 7.2. Alright, so the mental health crossword. This is using the definitions we just went over. So you guys are allowed to use the notes you guys took to fill that out. I'll give you guys probably like 5 minutes or so. There's only 9 of them. The one that isn't in your guys' notes is social media.
I have absolutely something.
Which one you said on?
All of them?
Disorder of thinking and belief. Which one? Definition we just went over. It says disorder of thinking.
What?
Would this be reading on 7?
Can I just go to
It'll be across.
Sixth grade band, you need to go to lunch. 6th grade band. Sloan to the office. Jocelyn Sloan. Mark Clements to the office. Mark Clements.
Yep, I messed something up.
Caden Lynn to the office. You are leaving. Caden Lynn to the office. You are leaving.
I'd rather get screamed at and do this.
Alright guys, I'm gonna skip the phone app one because I got like 17 minutes. And we're just gonna do the exit ticket.
What's this exit ticket?
So we're skipping that today. Alright, so. Alright, so exit ticket on the sheet with your bell ringer. I want you guys to write one thing you already knew before you walked in here today, one thing you learned about, and one thing you want to learn more about. Sound good? And you guys will turn those in to me before you leave.
Well, I'm done. I didn't learn crap. Okay, but I'm gonna write something.
Seventh and eighth grade teachers, please do not send your students to lunch until Miss Keene comes to get you. Miss Keene will come and get your class. Please do not send them to lunch. Dylan McKinney to the office. You are leaving.
Just let them know that you were in here before.
Huh?
Let them know that you were in here before.
Here's your pencil.
Thank you. Anna? Alright, cool. Yeah, just let him let the teachers know that you guys are in here with me.
Dawson Galloway, Diego Ramos to the office. Dawson Galloway and Diego Ramos.